my subconscious, of course, keeps track of everything. But I want to say I was raped 96 times from July to December when I found out I was pregnant. And, when you look back on it, you can say God was there through that. I think that's talking about how good of a God we serve. And it's not black and white with him. He can see the way through the chaos and still cover us with his love, even when it feels like we don't feel it at that time. Like I said, I was pregnant and I never thought about having an abortion. It didn't even cross my mind. And it's not because I'm some amazing person. I think it was a blessing it didn't cross my mind, because I can't promise you, even growing up as Christian as I did, that it wouldn't have happened. I'm the exception that everybody talks about for abortion. And, I decided to keep him, and I was going to put him up for adoption, and actually did put him up for adoption, but the guy came back and tried to get custody during that adoption process. So it ended up being a 2-year custody battle over my son. And after 2 years, I won. He's not allowed to see my son at all. And I don't have to deal with him at any level. My son's never met him. And my son will be 16 later this year. But what an amazing God I serve to come out of this. And you couldn't have told me this 15 years ago, 16 years ago, that this was a blessing or this would have turned out well.
At that point, what did 15 or 16 years ago, you're pregnant, you had a baby. When did your parents find out everything?
The day after I found out I was pregnant, the guy texted my parents and told them I was pregnant. Yeah. Thinking that, I don't exactly know what he was thinking, but he wanted me to marry him because he said, you're a Christian, and if you get pregnant, you have to marry me. And people like that, I found out later he got me pregnant on purpose. Like, he tried actively to get me pregnant because he thought I would marry him if he did. And I was like, I don't care what you think. Me being pregnant doesn't make me want to be with you. It makes me want to get away from you as fast as possible. So he tried to use, I guess, my religion against me. And it ended up backfiring. So that 15, 16 years ago, my parents were appalled because that's the day they found out everything. And they had known that he had kidnapped me that one time, but they didn't know anything else. And so I kind of came clean. I don't know what the verbiage is.
No, that was when, if we're looking at it through the Rethreaded Process, that's when you were open and made yourself vulnerable.
Yeah.